Now, Rivians know how to make electric vehicles more reliable, perhaps more reliable than Tesla. Now, Rivian has devised a way to cool electric motors to ensure consistent performance and longevity. Now, in the quest for optimized EV efficiency, Rivian has created a way to control the heat load in critical areas of electric components, particularly the electric motor. Now, according to a patent discovered by the United States Patent and Trademark Office are posted to them, this new Rivian motor cooling system promises more consistent performance and improved reliability for future versions of the R1S and the R1T. Now, battery packs has been fairly well developed temperature management systems because battery range drops at low temperatures, and batteries can chemically degrade at high temperatures. So you got to keep a great balance. Now, systems are in place to keep the battery core temperature around 25 degrees or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, this is close to the optimal battery temperature for the best blend of efficiency and durability, and it's usually achieved using fluid-based closed cooling systems, which is somewhat awesome. Now, electric motors also work best within a prescribed temperature range, but are particularly sensitive to high temperatures. Now, simplicity is often cited as a major advantage of electric motors, mainly because they don't need pressurized lubrication, but their sensitivity to heat control needs to be managed. This means the battery and the motor cooling must be kept separate. Now, as the two components have different temperature tolerances, there are more difficulties with introducing conventional temperature management systems to electric motors. Now, with intricacy and density of their winding constructions being one of the major obstacles, existing methods have to be addressed. So you're going to have to be an engineer in order to, in order to do this right, you're going to have to know some things about heat transfer. You're going to have to know some things about controlling the heat. Now, current standards practice regarding EV motor cooling mainly concentrates on cold base plate cooling. Now, where the electric motor is mounted on a cool base plate using what is called heat sink. Now, air cooling is another option, but when an electric motor becomes very powerful, it becomes near impossible to shed enough heat to keep the motors working at their peak efficiency. Another example, now Tesla uses its transmission and reduction gears oil to extract heat from the motor. Now, the part of the electrical winding that makes it work, but this is a design compromise. Now, conventional closed circuit of an electric motor is difficult to achieve, partly because coolant flows through a dense winding, which is challenged and quite a great challenge for engineers to conquer. Now, unlike a battery pack, moving components in the electric motor could cause sealing issues and more complex construction. Now, the new Rivian patent proposes using coolant sprayers on the outer stator winding to solve this problem. Yes, coolant sprayers. Now, the coolant can be an oil-based electric motor lubricant or a special dielectric insulating fluid derived from purified synthetic oil. Spraying the stator winding with the coolant drenches and winding with that coolant. Now, an oil pump or oil sump will catch the coolant after it has passed through the winding, from where it will be pumped to a heat exchanger to shed the absorbed heat before being returned to the stator winding via an electronically controlled pump. Electronic control enables more accurate management of the motor temperature and will ensure more consistent performance, as well as reduce the risk of thermal shock and damage to the coils. Now, the end result is a longer motor life as well as consistent performance, regardless of how hard the electric motor has been working. Now, perhaps these updates will come in a new version of the company existing products, or maybe they'll only be seen in a few years to come. Now, if EVs are to take over They need to be more efficient, and Rivian is working overtime to make it happen. So watch out, Tesla. Rivian is here. And this is some awesome news. I mean, what's going to happen? Do we even know? You guys, thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, and have a fantastic day.